Glenn, this is my second installment based on our class and lecture process. I want to talk about business and organizational communication of interpersonal communication. I'm reminded that at work I'm often noticing that rather than talking and actively listening, we're talking at each other and simply waiting for the other person's mouth to stop so that we can say what we want to say. It's interesting, since this class I've noticed that I've seen it before but could not articulate that until now. Also, I wanted to point out ethics in interpersonal communications, the ethical side of making sure as a friend that I'm listening, or in a relationship that I'm honestly listening, actively receiving communication, and also talking. I thought both of those 2 points were very important in your lecture Wednesday. I use both of those in my marriage, the one of ethical listening and making sure that I'm sincerely listening to my wife, and also in my professional life, making sure that when someone that reports to me is expressing a concern or a complaint, that I'm actively listening to them. Both of these I thought were very important points that we brought up. Also, when we were discussing ethics as far as laws, we talked about keeping secrets and obeying the law. I used the example obeying the law, and you came back with Rosa Parks. Had she obeyed the law, we wouldn't enjoy the freedoms that we have now. But I'd like to challenge that a little bit by saying that that was not a law, but actually an implied law, almost like a courtesy, and she challenged that implied law. It was, if I'm not mistaken, there was no real law on the books that a black person had to yield their seat to a white person. Is just the bus system decided to accommodate on the buses area that blacks could only sit, and accommodate those that use the buses, white patrons that use the buses system. And their response to that was not use it at all, which eventually, as we both know, shut down the busing system as we knew it, and really began to show who was really in control and who really had the power. But as far as ethical, she did respond in an ethical manner, but it was not a law. She didn't break the law. She challenged an implied law. And that's my 2 minutes for this installment of our blog and class.